Hey guys, it's Misty. I've tried to film this video once already and I didn't get very far. My phone is acting a fool. So I'm gonna try not to repeat myself. I've already been crying, I apologize. I've been emotional, I just got out of the shower, so you'll just have to deal. So I don't know what I'm gonna title this video yet. I'll think about that once I'm in the editing process. But for those of you who've been with me since the beginning of the channel or for the last couple of years, you know that the end of 2016 into 2017 was the worst. Like from July 2016 until the end of last year, I thought that was the worst time of my life. And onward, I was ready to go onward. We hit January, that was my word of the year. I was ready to move forward, put all that behind me. And gosh darn it, if 2018 hasn't been the fucking same. It's been rough. The last 7 or 8 months have been especially rough. And I've been struggling. And if you didn't know, I ended up in ICU at the middle of the month in October. I'm filming this on October 31st, 2018. I ended up in ICU after the medication for SIGA I was on put me into ketoacidosis, and I could have died. And while I'm out of the hospital now, 3 weeks, I don't know. I can't do the math, and I don't have a calendar in front of me. And while I've recovered somewhat physically, I haven't recovered mentally. Not only do I have diabetes, but I also have myasthenia gravis, which is a neuromuscular junction disorder. Basically, it's a neurological autoimmune disease. My body attacks my muscles and it causes weakness. I've had to leave my job. I can't do a lot of the things that I used to be able to do. Even taking a shower. I mean, it's almost 11. I had to take a couple of pills to get to a point where I could take a shower. It's just been really hard. And recovering from the ketoacidosis has been really hard. And it can take up to 6 months from what I've read. And I really hope it doesn't. But in that video, I think it was last week that I posted it, I honestly can't remember, where I talked about the Keto Mojo meter and my experience with going into the hospital, etc. I mentioned at that time that I was ready to get back to vlogging. Unfortunately, I haven't. Every time I think I'm ready to pick up the phone or the camera and record, I'm just engulfed with dread and anxiety. And while I thought switching antidepressants would help my depression, it hasn't. This has been 7, almost 8 months now of the worst bout of depression I've ever dealt with. And every time I think that I'm on the other side and I see, the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm just pulled back into the depth, like Harry Potter with the mer people and Goblet of Fire or whatever. I just feel like I'm drowning and I just can't find a way to come out of it. And it's getting hard to function. I posted a picture of my desk on my Jolly Fat Elf Instagram, and I'll try to remember to post a picture here. I am so far behind because of being in the hospital for my business, but also some of it is depression. It's just like it's 11 o'clock today and I've managed to take a shower and I have so many things to do and I just cannot make myself do them. And it's just rough. And so I've been going back and forth over the last couple weeks about whether or not I want to continue keto, whether or not I want to continue this YouTube channel. 90% of you are so flippin' awesome. You are so supportive and you leave so many nice comments. You check in with me to make sure that I'm okay. But there's always one bad apple who spoils the pie. or whatever that saying is. And unfortunately, those people are the ones that get in your head and they make you question what you're doing, the choices you're making. You know, I'm not Tammy from Keto into Chaos, and I'm not these other people. And so when you compare my journey with theirs, number one, it's not fair. You know, I'm dealing with 3 diseases. I have OPLL. I have spinal stenosis, which is a narrowing of the spinal canal. And then I have a disease, a genetic disease that causes the ligaments that run north and south of my spinal canal to turn to bone. They're basically calcifying, and it causes extreme pain, nerve pain. And then with the weakness on top of it, there's not much I can do. And getting a shower today was a win. I just think that I need a mental health break from YouTube, from this channel. You know, I want to focus on the Jolly Fat Off and getting back to where I can post 3 days a week like I was, you know, blogging and Instagramming and, you know, pinning on Pinterest and posting videos on Facebook. And I want to get back to where, you know, I'm being a better, you know, person with my Patreon and my newsletter. You know, and getting back to me, you know, getting back to happy Misty, happy-go-lucky Misty. You know, I've never dealt with this kind of depression. Well, I shouldn't say never. I haven't dealt with this kind of depression since my grandmother died back in 2000. So, you know, for it to be so all-encompassing and just hard to get away from, I just feel like I need a break. So that's what this video is about, is I'm taking a break from YouTube. I'll still post, you know, occasionally on Instagram and my Facebook page, just to make sure that you guys know that I'm alive and well. Hopefully I'm alive and well. Still sharing. I'm not giving up on losing weight. Now, I'm not losing weight because of vanity or anything like that. I know no one believes it, but there are happy fat people. I was a happy fat person. If I didn't need back surgery, I probably wouldn't even bother losing weight or losing as much weight as I want to lose. You know, you can be healthy at any size. Thin doesn't equal healthy. But, you know, like I said, this has never been about vanity. This is about getting healthy. And a part of that is mental health too. So, I just, you know, I need a break. I just need a break. I need a break from comments. I need a break from, you know, sharing and having every little thing I put in my mouth dissected and commented on. Like, I just need to live my life for me and for Rob and regroup and hopefully refresh and just be ready for 2019, which is crazy to say. I've already been thinking of, you know, my words of next year and what I really want to focus on and what I see for myself going forward. You know, I'm up 20 pounds since being in the hospital, which is rough. I mean, I was so excited that I was losing weight and I was, you know, producing ketones and, you know, not knowing that basically my body was shutting down and getting ready to basically die, not knowing that, you know, and then to go into the hospital and be fed insulin, because that's how they treated my ketoacidosis, was they put me on an insulin drip, and then I was on insulin all weekend, and then they put me full of carbs for 2 days. Anyway, so there's no doubt that I would be up 20 pounds. And now I'm, you know, it's slow going, trying to get it back down, trying to adjust to being back on metformin, you know, trying to adjust to, you know, my body just giving it time to just kind of resettle. So yeah. I don't know when I'll be back. I really want to come back the new year. I mean, I don't want to be gone forever. I know this is probably going to be death to my channel, but at the end of the day, it's always just been about sharing with those people who may have the same experiences as me, or may, you know, who may be struggling like I have been. You know, it's just a way to share my story to help somebody out. So I would love to come back for the new year. I would love if you were still here and waiting for me. I understand if you don't want to be, if you give up, whatever. But I'm not going to make any promises that I'll be back in the new year, because again, at the end of the day, I've got to get past this depression. I've got to get to a point where I feel like I'm halfway back to normal for me mentally. I'll never be back to the way I was physically. It's just, it is what it is. But, you know, with the holidays coming up, I have no plans to cheat. I am gonna stay low carb keto. You know, I don't want to cheat. It's not like I mean, there is a part of me that will always be there where I am an emotional eater. Like last night, I was so sick to my stomach, I couldn't even eat dinner. And I don't know if it was the metformin or what, but I was just like, bleh. And so, excuse me, I didn't eat dinner, but at like 9 o'clock, I really wanted Fruit Loops. And I didn't physically want Fruit Loops. Like, I haven't had a craving, a physical craving for sugar since I've been on keto, and starting in 2017. But mentally, I haven't been feeling well. And when I don't feel well, or when I am down and depressed, I automatically want to eat, or I want to shop. So, yeah. But anyway, this video is kind of all over the place. So if you're disappointed, I apologize. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's really hard to be vulnerable and to put yourself out there for scrutiny on YouTube. YouTube isn't hard other than that for me. I mean, this channel isn't. My other channel is a little time consuming, and you know, it's hard sometimes physically. Like, sometimes I physically cannot craft because of what's going on with my body, but I enjoy it. Crafting is my happy space. Christmas is my happy space. I'm so excited to decorate, even though it may take us 3 weeks to get the tree up. I'm so ready for Christmas. If Rob would let me put my tree up this weekend, I would do it in a heartbeat. Maybe he will. I'll have to beg. But yeah, I just have to take a break and just focus on me and not worry about, you know, what's going on here on social media. But like I said, I will post on Instagram. That's AtHomewithMisty, which is connected to my Facebook page, which is also AtHomewithMisty. So if you want to follow me there, you're more than welcome to. My crafting page is the Jolly Fat Elf. I don't normally talk about anything personal there. I do share Roxy every once in a while, those kinds of things. So yeah, so thank you very much to, like I said, to Dolores for being there to let me kind of word vomit and work out if this was what I felt like I really wanted to do. And, you know, I will miss you guys so much. Like I said, so many of you are so kind and you're so supportive. And I don't want to lose that, but at the same time, I just have to take a break for me and for Rob, and, you know, try to make the best of a bad situation. So I don't think you can see it, but the phlebotomist tried to take blood because I already had 3 IVs and a vein that was already, all my veins were, but I've been bruised ever since. It's hurt so bad. Lane swerve. So anyway, okay, you can kind of see Roxy. Where is she? She's right up there, sleeping. She likes to be up high. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I apologize that this video was really all over the place. I do hope, thunder? I do hope that I can come back in the new year and I will be healthier and refreshed and, you know, just feeling better mentally. So thank you so much again for all your support, all your kindness, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.